Junk Journal January, day 16, and the theme is Paperclip. And I don't know how many times I have to try to do the voiceover for this one. It's not that it's difficult, but I feel like I keep repeating myself through all these videos, but then it's like, maybe I don't need to have a voiceover over on them. I don't know. What do you think? You let me know. Do you want to hear my voice, or you just want to see what I'm doing? Because you can kind of figure out what I'm doing. I'm gluing down a paperclip because the theme is paperclip. And then I just go through and I grab some other things that I think I'm interested in gluing on top of that, and I'll get some lace and some other things. I don't really remember everything I put on here because it was a while ago. I have all the videos shot for Junk Journal January, but it's just the editing process that takes the longest because it's a lot. You know, I have other things that I do. I do have another job, so not that I'm complaining, but I kind of am because it's a lot. I remember last year halfway through, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I done yet? And it's not the creation part of it. It's the video editing that takes a while because sometimes I can have a video that's, I don't know, 3 hours long, and I have to cut it down to maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, what I think you guys would watch. I did have a video that I actually, for my Ireland junk journal, I think it's 3.5 hours long. I did cut it down, when I was flipping through it or whatever, but then I just decided to upload the whole 3.5 hour video for just ASMR. If anybody was interested in just kind of listening to my, cutting things and going through things, and as ASMR is. This one has no ASMR because I did film this when I was at the scrapbooking day, and there was a lot of noise going on around us and a lot of conversations that I guess I didn't want to record it for obvious reasons because it wasn't my conversation, or maybe it was me and my friend, and maybe she didn't want to hear her stories on my video, which I'm pretty sure she probably didn't want to hear her stories, and I didn't want to tell my stories either. So just, girl talk throughout the day and conversations with our table mates. There was probably, I think they said 154 women at the scrapbooking day. They have it every year, and we really enjoy it. Sometimes we've gotten a private room before, but it was just the two of us. But I mean, we could probably still get a private room just for the two of us next year. It'll be a lot quieter. Not that I don't mind talking to the other people, but everybody's focused on their own thing and their own friends, so whatever. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and glue some other things on here, and I always put a button on there. I'm sure there's going to be a button somewhere. Usually buttons and lace. And I apologize if you hear my dog whining in the background. I don't know what he wants. It's his witching hour because it's in the evening and he gets anxious. He thinks he needs to be outside to protect us from all the deer running around. So, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue a bunch of things on here, and we'll call it a day. And honestly, I thought, you know what, I should just probably fast forward through all this. And I decided not to because the video is only 7 minutes and 38 seconds long. And I know YouTube likes to keep people on as long as it can. So if you watch it all the way through, I would really appreciate it. It helps with my monetization for sure. They could fit more commercials in here for you to watch, which I thank you for watching. I guess unless you have like the YouTube Premium or something, I don't think you see commercials. But that's how us creators make our money, to be honest, is just with the amount of minutes watched on our videos and the commercials. And then if we get brand deals or any kind of sponsorships or anything like that, which I do not have any sponsorships. So if there's anybody out there that would like to have me, promote their product, their crafting product or whatever, I would be happy to talk to you. So let me know in the comments or send me an email at, makersunify@gmail.com. And let me know if you'd be interested in any kind of brand deals. That would be fun. So I am not going to speed this video up, and I'm going to make you listen to my dog whine in the background here. Oh, here comes the buttons. Is anybody else there a collector of buttons? Vintage buttons? I do have a jar of black ones and I have a jar of colorful ones, but I mostly use these. I like these off-white or ivory colored ones. So, but I'm going to have to refresh these pretty soon because I'm running low. Look at that. There's like half the jar gone. That used to be a full jar. And I apologize for Oscar. He's like at the window behind me. Like he's smelling something outside. He's driving me crazy. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add my little button on this flower and finish up here. I honestly don't remember what else I put on here. So we got to dab that down, because it's got to dry. So I'll just dab it down, hold it down. And don't yell at me. O is for outlaw. Who was the author of that book? She had the whole alphabet, didn't she? I honestly didn't read any of them. And this one I did tear apart, but I saved it from the landfill. I buy my books used, or I get them, from the thrift store so that I can use them for my different projects. So don't yell at me. Oh, that's what I did. I put on another piece on the back there to make it look pretty, and then you just take the paper clip and slip it through. So there is Junk Journal January Day 16 themed paper clip. Thank you so much for watching.